And you're very welcome here to the 2012 Senior Hurling Championship between Cahullion's Dunloy and Shamroga Loughgiel. And referee Garrett Duffy gets the game underway, and right away we have a midfield huddle there, but Dunloy gain possession, and it's Liam Richmond one-handed sends the ball through into his full forward line, but first to react there is Neil McCarry, but the ball's well taken off him there by Kevin McQuillan, but it's cleared up the field by Paul Gillen. Ball breaks through there, onto it comes Loughgiel. That's Eddie McCluskey looking up, sends the ball in, sends it high, sends it wide. Referees looked at each other, or the umpires looked at each other there, but decided the ball had gone wide. Eagerly awaited finalist between these two great rivals. Puck out there by young Nicky McCaig, sends it away out his left hand side. The ball breaks out and it's a sideline to Dunloy. And going across to take this is Sean Dowds. Sean plays the ball, takes it quickly, sends it forward, sends it in towards his forwards. Up there is Paddy Duck, but Paddy doesn't get it. Ball breaks to Martin Scullion. Martin Scullion sends it up as far as Eddie McCluskey. One-handed, Eddie McCluskey gets it, and Garrett Duffy signifies it's a free, and no surprises that Liam Watson, who's playing corner forward, comes out to take the free. Watson lifts, strikes, and sends it over the bar. First split to Loughgiel. Good score from Liam Watson, almost 80 yards out, and that'll certainly settle the nerves for his team. Interesting to note that Loughgiel are playing Liam Watson top of the left, as Shane Casey is playing in the middle. So slight swap there, unexpected. That ball's well taken there by Kevin McQuillan. Looks up, well bottled up. Sean Dowds tries to get away, but out there fighting for it is and the sideline goes to Loughgiel. Joey Scullion playing a retired role out around the middle of the field. Players certainly picking up positions that unexpected positions. The ball goes through there. Out comes Dunloy with it. Ball comes to Sean Dowds, seeing a lot of it here in the early stages. Half block, gets it as far as Kevin McCaig. Kevin McCaig sends a great ball up in diagonal corner, but a cross comes there. Neil McCarry, spare shoulder by Nigel Elliott, throws the ball up, and that'll be a sideline to Dunloy. So good pressure there from the Dunloy forwards. Nice delivery in there by young Kevin McCaig into the corner. Nice diagonal ball. Though Neil McCarry shown very well for Loughgiel here in the early stages, very alert and very alive. Player stepping inside there is Nigel Ellis, sends the ball through, and that looks to be adjudged to be a throw, which is a silly free to give away at that stage, because had the ball come through to Nigel Elliott, he was on his own and surely would have delivered the equaliser. But players now, a lot of them think they can throw the ball and get away with it, and they can't. The free to be taken by Paul Gillen sends a great ball up the right hand side. Looking to pick out a player. That's well blocked down by Dunloy backs there, but they lost possession. The ball breaks through to Eddie McCluskey. Eddie McCluskey breaking his way through, and Eddie McCluskey's fouled. And Eddie McCluskey is certainly a player on form this season. Wins a lot of his own possession, and when he makes possession, he's great pace to hurt other defences. So Liam Watson on the almost 5th minute, chance to put his team 2 up and sends it over the bar. 2 out of 2 so far in the frees, and certainly the difference between the two teams so far. Very much cat and mouse here in the early stages. Nicky McKay, young keeper for Dunloy, great puck out, sends it down here in front of the stand. Johnny Campbell's underneath it, the ball breaks to Joey, but Joey can't get the ball. Joey Scullion comes to Sean Dowd. Sean Dowd plays the ball across in there. The ball breaks free to Paul Gillen. Paul Gillen doesn't get it up first time. Paddy Dock comes through, ball's played out to Roland McCuskey. Roland McCuskey looks up, sends the ball to Johnny Campbell. Johnny Campbell wins the ball at the second attempt. Breaking through, sends it up towards Shea Casey. Ball's well taken away from Shea Casey there. Ball breaks out into the open. First to react there as well. Good tackling by the Dunloy backs there. Kevin McCaig's in. Ball breaks free. Nobody can really get a stick on the ball. It's all 6s and 7s at the moment. Ball breaks out. Ball breaks to Dunloy player again. Player struggling to get the ball up, but eventually fed out here towards Kevin McCaig. Sends it up towards Paddy Dock, but Paddy Dock can't get the ball. And Ronan McCuskey puts the ball out over his own sideline. Good passage of play there. Strong tackling by both teams. Kevin McCaig did very well to get that ball cleared up here. And it's Sean Dowds looking to pick out Paddy Richmond, no doubt. Not a great sideline, comes off, comes to Conor McKinley. Conor misses the pick up there, gets a second chance, hits it in the ground into the corner, but only as far as Paul Gillen. Paul Gillen lifts the ball and misunderstand there with him and Martin Scullion, wheels away. Again, has all the time in the world, sends it to Jimmy Campbell. James Campbell sends it up along the wing. Again, the ball breaks through there, and it's a matter who breaks first. Again, Dunloy backs doing well, hunting in 3s and 4s. Get to the ball, but Liam Watson has the ball again. Some fancy footwork, but it's well taken on by Liam Richmond. I think the referee has called a foul there for over-carrying, and it's a Dunloy free out. So Dunloy backs will be happy with that passage of play there, able to win the ball back off the Loughgiel forwards. Ball played up and around the Dunloy backs. Again, the ball breaks through there. Out with it comes Paul Gillen. Paul Gillen very strong, hits it off his left hand side. Joey Scullion's up there, can't win the ball. Back again comes Sean Dowds, plays the ball up the wings, but again Loughgiel seem to have the bigger numbers there, and Johnny Campbell comes across. Time to turn right onto his right hand, play a diagonal ball in. Shea Casey comes out, takes the ball. Benny McCarry sends the ball in and sends it wide. Great ball by Johnny Campbell there, played it diagonally into the opposite wing. Momentarily lost Kevin McQuillan there, and Paddy Richmond and now at full forward, and Dunloy attempt to create the space for Paddy to operate in there. Eight minutes gone. Score: Shamrocks 2, Cuchullins no score. And I'm sure Mushy would like his team to have a score here just to settle the team down. I think Column's playing around the middle of the field there. Ball breaks down. Onto it there. Almost well taken by Martin Scullion, stepping forward. Sends the ball up into Brendan McCarry. Brendan McCarry's tackled there, kicks the ball out, comes to Liam Watson, but Liam Watson's immediately snuffed out there by the Dunloy backs. Again, Dunloy backs tackling tigerishly here, and over-exuberance there by Conor McKinley, and the referee has indicated that'll be a free in. So Dunloy another opportunity, Loughgiel another opportunity to score from the free situation. From quite an acute angle, but Liam Watson, very competent free taker. Whistles it over the bar. Not lob, but struck hard and struck accurately over the bar to give Loughgiel a 3-point lead with exactly 10 minutes on the clock. Nicky McCaig with the puck out. Sends it away up his right hand side here in front of the stand. Ball breaks down. Again, great pull through there by Joey Scullion. Again, Dunloy back. Michael McClement's unable to keep his feet there. Across comes Paddy Shivers to help out. Again, good tackling by the Loughgiel forwards. Again, Loughgiel are in there. Great take. And a great clearance there by young Kevin McCaig. Again, well brought down there by Nigel Elliott. Steps inside his man. Shows this great pace he has, but great ball played across into the centre. Again, there was a great tackle there by the Dunloy forwards, but Loughgiel attempting to get the ball out in the ground. Again, struggling to get the ball up, and Dunloy come away with it. Great fight on for the ball, but that's well won, and it comes out, and Colm Cunning was there. Dunloy fighting hard for the ball. Again, Colm Cunning there looked like a push in the back from the Loughgiel player, but play progresses, and through comes Tony McCluskey. Again, great meet there. Plays the ball out towards Joey Scullion. Scullion looks up and sends it over the bar. First score from play, and a great score it was too. Came from great play by Tony McCluskey, and sent the ball out to Joey Scullion, and Joey Scullion sent it over the bar. Loughgiel crowd now certainly finding their voice here. The ball goes out, broke down by Loughgiel, and Loughgiel now seem to have settled and are warming to the task in front of them. Great ball played for Daddy McCluskey there. Lets it run to Shea, but that's well taken out there by Paddy Shivers. Very alert corner back play. Plays it up there. Inside there comes and coming, that looked to be a free there, but the referee says no, let play continue. Ball comes back out towards Nigel Elliott. Nigel Elliott looks up, sends the ball in, but sends it wide. And that's really a score that Dunloy could have done with. 4-0, 12 minutes gone. Great puck out there from D.D. Quinn, right up the centre. Again looking in towards Eddie McCluskey territory, but that's well picked up there by Shawnee Dowd. Sends the ball up the wing, sends it in, but it's Neil McCarry who's making the runs here. Anytime the ball has come in, the ploy of Dunloy to find him on his own, but Neil McCarry's having a great game here. And again, great block down by the Dunloy forwards. They're attacking tigorously, and the ball's broken open there to Paddy Richmond, and sends it unbelievably wide. Paddy was in on his own there and looking for the goals, and 9 times out of 10 that would be in the back of the net, but this was the 1 out of 10 times that Paddy didn't even send for a minor. So Dunloy really need that score to settle him at the moment, and Paddy will know that himself, doesn't need to be told it. But again, I suppose the opportunity presented itself, and the goal was there, and you would bet on him to take it. Great puck out there from D.D. Quinn again. Breaks through. Dunloy man was under, but doesn't take it, and Ted Loughgiel get a stick onto it. Kevin Malloy's trying to get it away. Comes out, Dunloy coming out with the ball. And the referee, again, quite a soft foul in that time. I thought there was an earlier one there where the push in the back that he didn't see, but that time Dunloy have got quite a soft one. But they'll take it. Kevin Malloy stands over it, looks up, sends a high lobbing ball in around Paddy Dock country. Loughgiel again seem to have spare men there. Ball breaks to the man coming through, and Dunloy look to settle the nerves and send it wide. Oh dearie. Again, Dunloy need that a score. Paul Shields that time. 2 experienced men, 2 passed up and settling the nerves. Almost the first quarter gone. We're into the 15th minute. Puck out, sends it way down. Again, ball played in. Great ball played in by sends it to Barney McCauley, who's had a quiet game so far. Looks up to find out Watson, but again, that's a great interception there by Kevin Malloy. Came across and the ball comes through, and it's Kevin Malloy comes out with the ball. Great clearance there. Man's fast growing a reputation for himself. Again, at the moment, the Loughgiel seem to have all the answers to the Dunloy spare, but there they come now, breaking through, and again looking up and sending it in, and sending it wide. Paul Shields again. Well, that's 3 good opportunities Dunloy have spurned in as many the last 2 minutes. And with 15 minutes gone, it's Loughgiel 4 points, Dunloy no score. DD getting immense purchase, high balls coming out of the air, the lights, and again, well played there by Conor McKinley, coming through on his left hand side, sends a great ball up towards Paddy, but it's well cut out there, but it's Paddy Dock still there. Paddy Dock turns his man, looks for Paddy Richmond. Paddy Richmond's on the move this time, making his way in, gets away from his clear, is brought down, and that looks to be a foul, and it'll be interesting to notice whether the referee deems that a penalty or what, but he's looking to talk to the Loughgiel player. It's James Campbell, and I think James is going to get booked for his efforts there. The question is, I don't think it's a penalty. And Paddy Richmond had one thing in his mind there. No, not a penalty. And no doubt Dunloy will slot this one over the bar, and it's Paddy Dock that's lined it up. And sends it over the bar. So in the 17th minute, Dunloy registered the first score, and really nothing in it at the moment. It's 4 points to 1 point. Dunloy will rue this last 3-4 minutes that they had opportunities to be almost equal. DD, lower trajectory this time, sends it out. Great take there by Tony McCluskey, sends the ball diagonally, but it's Dunloy to react first of all. Dunloy backs, certainly Cam Malloy has imposed himself here with great vigour, and the first half sends the ball up as far as Liam Richmond. Liam can't get the ball, and Loughgiel get it back but through Liam Watson, but Liam Watson sends the ball uncharacteristically for him over the end line and wide. Great credit to the Dunloy backs there. They're certainly warming to the task, and great puck out from Tony, or from young Nicky McCaig, sends it out to the wing. Again, there's a tussle, and the linesman indicates that it's a Loughgiel sideline. Barney McCauley takes the sideline, sends it diagonally, but it's Kevin McCaig. Certainly looks up, and it's Bracken here to Sean Dowds. Sean Dowds on quickly there, didn't realise there's a man behind him, and Brendan McCarthy, the referee, says he lifted off the ground. Certainly very good tackling back by Brendan McCarthy, and a little bit unlucky to concede the free, but Dunloy now have an opportunity to add to their scores, and it's Paul Shields, a man certainly looking more like him former self in recent games, back to the form and back to the player we know that he is. Lifts and strikes, nice strike, but sends it right, and the upright and wide. So Paul still to find the shooting bits, and it remains 4-1. DD tries it out the opposite wing, again looking towards Watson territory. Ball breaking down by Colin Cunning. That's a good ball there, played to Barney McCauley. Barney McCauley looks up, sends it in, sends it to the left of the upright just narrowly, and sends it wide. So both teams guilty of missing chances. Barney normally very good from that range and really unchallenged, and would have been hoping for better himself. Nicky McCaig also finds good leverage here with these puck outs, sends it up, and it breaks it through, and Johnny Campbell's coming through. Rather lazy touch there by towards Conor McKinley. Seemed to take a lot of steps there, but got away with it. Great ball in on the ground towards Paddy Richmond. Paddy Richmond comes away from his man, takes it and sends it Wide, would you believe? So uncharacteristic for Paddy Richmond. Great ball sent in by Conor Kinley. Mind you, I thought he took a lot of steps, but a great ball played in. Paddy Richmond took it brilliantly and so unlike him, sent it wide. 4-1. Both teams guilty of missing chances. Again, balls rain down on the half back line, but it's Dunloy are doing well here to pick up the ball. Again, Johnny Campbell, captain. We want to send this one on around the square. Looks up, going down the wing. Lovely ball, floated in around there. There gets a deflection from Eddie McCluskey. Eddie McCluskey, the ball comes through. Again, Conor McKinley this time. Sends the ball in. Look, Dunloy break out with it. Great clearance by Dunloy, backs under Paul Shields here. And again, crowd comes to Johnny Campbell. Johnny Campbell plays the ball through, going through towards side. And it's Martin Scullion, a very advanced position, sends the ball in towards, and Dunloy sets it up here. Oh, great tackling by Dunloy backs. Ball was out to Watson there, and perhaps Loughgiel were guilty of over elaborating there, but it was great play by the Dunloy backs. And I'd say now on the counter attack here, trying to back the ball through, but that's well stopped by Paul Gillen. Paul Gillen's played very well, seen a lot of the ball in the first half, and he's done exceptionally well. Ball breaks out here towards Joey Scullion. Joey Scullion goes on his left hand side, looks up, sends it in, sends it to the left of the upright and sends it wide. Dunloy go for the quick puck out, but again don't get it, comes to Liam Richmond. Liam Richmond does well to win the ball back from Dunloy. Plays a long ball in towards Nigel Elliott, but again Paul Gillen seems to have all the time in the world. The spare man in there isn't really working. Ball breaks through to the middle of the field. Up it comes now. Sean looks it up, sends it in, doesn't. It's going out wide, and again a shot to nothing. Doesn't go on top of the full forward line, and game slight held up there, but the Loughgiel player was injured. Resumes. TD with a long raking puck out, but Dunloy have got the measure of these puck outs this last while. Ball breaks this time to Joey Scullion out in the opposite wing, breaks through the tackle, looks up, plays the ball back towards Skinner, sends the ball back towards James Campbell. James Campbell coming through. Again, great tackling by the Dunloy backs, again putting a lot of pressure on to Loughgiel. Again, the ball breaks through, but breaks through to Dunloy men. Great clearance there by Michael McClements, sends it up. Again, the ball breaks behind, and it's taken up there by Martin Scullion, who's had a good game for Dunloy here in the first half. Dunloy play the ball, but again far too. And again the ball's fed in there towards Paddy Richmond. Paddy Richmond trying to get to it, but it's 2 against 1 all the time. Seems to be Loughgiel, seems to have the measure of this ploy. Ball breaks free and behind. Cross comes Skinner McFadden. Skinner looks up, looks inside. Again immediately faced up by 3 Dunloy men. Plays the ball back to Eddie McCluskey. Eddie McCluskey lets fly, but this time seems to be right of the upright and wide. So ragged play really by both teams. Both teams' opportunities, and unable to find their inside forwards would be the complaint at the moment from both outfits. Again, that's up there. Again, well blocked down by James Campbell. Ball, I think he may have been injured in the time. Ball breaks through, but the Dunloy backs are playing very well with pressure at the moment. 3 Dunloy men went for the one ball there. Again, Loughgiel failed to bring up the pieces. Ball played through there towards Kevin McCaig. Kevin McCaig looks up, Kevin McQuillan sends it in around the square. Again, the ball breaks through. Here comes Sean Dowds, and Sean Dowds puts it in the back of the net. The ball broke through, and Sean Dowds made a great run in there and very cleverly sent the ball to the back of the net. 1-1 plays 4 points. DD sends the ball out, 28 minutes gone, game all level. And again, ball breaks to Eddie McCluskey, now playing on the left hand side. Eddie Brackenham, hotly pursued by Nigel Elliott, sends the ball across, and there to tap it in is Loughgiel forward. And again, the Dunloy books were standing filled. But across came Shea Casey and just tapped it past the goalkeeper. So both defences guilty of standing still there. 1-1 plays 1-4. And with neither team really looking like scoring a goal, we've had 2 goals in the last minute. So again, ball breaks through. Cross comes young Kevin McKay. He got a good game for Dunloy in the first half. Sends the ball up towards Paddy Richmond. Paddy Richmond goes up, ball breaks in behind. Again, Dunloy gets it. This time it's Sean Dowd. Sean Dowd looks up and sends it over the bar. Good scorer I think it was Sean Dowd's. Really good score. Sean Dowd's definitely as high in at the moment. The most prolific Dunloy player at just 2 points. 27 minutes gone. Again, good puck out. Up goes Dunloy, but again, Loughgiel putting them under pressure. Colin Cullen tries to get back, gets the balls lifted. Breaking out, gets the ball back, and the referee says he was fouled. Well, it certainly looked like a foul. Gareth Duffy had no hesitation handing that one out. And it's Kevin Malloy to take this one for Dunloy. Looks up, and Liam Richmond had found himself in space, lifts the ball, then loses the ball. Good tackle by Dunloy. Again, short freeze, not paying dividends. The ball goes out, and it's a Dunloy ball. And certainly the Dunloy tackling has been very noticeable here in the first half. Poor sideline and straight out over the sideline again, really at this level. At this level you'd be expecting a higher level or a higher degree of skill. This to be taken by Joey Scullion. Joey looks in, not a good sideline from him either, and the ball breaks towards Paul Shields, trying to get away, and he's fouled. And free into Dunloy, who do appear at the moment going by the flags, though you can't always be sure of them. And here in Casement, certainly favouring Loughgiel. Paul Shields stands over the ball. And sends it over the bar. Great free there. Almost 80 yards and went flying over the bar. 1-3 to 1-4, minimum difference. And depending on how much time the referee has on, we're now into injury time. D.D. Quinn out here in front of the stand. Underneath is Barney McCauley, but that's well snatched there. Great take, and it's Dunloy on the move. Dunloy heading away, send the ball in. Goes behind Paddy Dock, but there was nobody in. Again, D.D. comes out, has all the time in the world, sends it away up the field. Out comes Liam Watson, also comes Paddy Shivers, and Paddy Shivers has been immense out there. 2-3 times he's intercepted important balls. The ball breaks down, but again, not for the first time, Paul Gillen's in there doing his defensive duties very well for Loughgiel, and I think the linesman's unsure who the sideline is to. Not sure whether it's favouring Dunloy or whether it'll be between 2 men. The umpire, I think, has said 2 men, and 2 men it is. Now he played 31 minutes, so all very much at they have a good clearance there. Well played by Martin Scullion. Ball fed up, but it's 2 Dunloy men. Bit slow there, but the ball comes back to them eventually, and again hoisted in around the square. But Martin Scullion has all the time in the world to get up, drops the ball, falls towards, and that's well met there. Again, ball's played out. Onto it comes Liam Richmond. Liam Richmond for a very acute angle fires the ball in and sends it over the bar. Great score from Liam Richmond, because I thought he was being pushed out onto the wing, but the sprains of Liam, he had all the time that he needed, and from a very acute angle levels the game up 1-4 to 1-4. And Dunloy will be very pleased with the work here in the last 5-6 minutes, except for that defensive lapse that allowed Loughgiel in for the goal. And right on the blow, the referee blows the whistle. 1-4 plays 1-4. And we get the second half underway here, and it's Loughgiel in the attack right away. Ball breaks through to Liam Watson. Liam Watson's three, some Dunloy men around him, and immediately sends the ball over the bar. Very alive, Liam Watson there. Inflicts the first blow here at the beginning of the second half, and no doubt both teams will come out looking for a quick start, but it's Loughgiel that have got the quicker one and puts them a point up with barely a minute on the clock. And it's Loughgiel on the attack again. Breaks the ball down, tries to get the ball through, but it comes to Conor McKinley. Conor McKinley sends the ball way up far, and again coming out of the lights. All the players seem to lose it, and it's coming through here. And Dunloy had a man in overlap there. Good interception by the Loughgiel defender. And there seems to be a melee at the moment, and the referee, I think, will resume play with a throw in between two players. Both sets of players lost the flight of the ball there in the lights. First time the night they actually saw the lights affecting the game, and again the referee throws the ball in. Good clearance, ball comes out as far as Nigel Elliott. Nigel Elliott looks up, sends the ball in, and sends it wide. Nigel had the opportunity there to send the ball over the bar and equalise, but couldn't take it. Again, wind seems to have dropped here, not really favouring either team. DD with the puck out here, second minute of the second half. Sends it way up again, getting great purchase into his puck outs. Ball breaks in behind Tony McCuskey. Tony McCuskey's the first to react, making his way through, steps inside, ball breaks free. Again, Colin can't get it, comes out to Joey Scullion. Joey Scullion makes room, two Loughgiel players inside. Danny McCarry looks up, sends it in, and sends it over the bar. Certainly Loughgiel have come out this second half with great purpose about them and have tacked on the first 2 points. 1-6 to 1-4. Loughgiel looked up the tempo of the game. Ball way out on the far side. Ball breaks down. Game comes to a Loughgiel player, but that's well taken away from Tony McCuskey by Conor McKinley. Breaks to Nigel Elliott. Nigel Elliott sends a high lobbing ball in towards his forwards. Breaks through there too, and the referee says that it's a free in. I think he saw a trip there and automatically gave a free in. Liam Richmond appreciates that decision, and again straight in front of the goals. Paddy Dock should have absolutely no problem with this. Game has been played in a great spirit so far, hard, uncompromising, but played very fairly. And Paddy Dock fires was one over the bar to reduce it to the minimum. 1-6 plays 1-5. While it was low scoring in the first half, it certainly was very, very intense and kept the spectator on his or her toes the whole half. High ball. Breaks in behind. Colin Cunning's first to react. Looks up the left hand side. Sends it away up towards Paddy Dock. Paddy Dock's arm breaks the ball down. But Martin Scullion's the first to react there. Martin wheels round. Sends the ball up towards James Campbell. James Campbell sends it high and lobbing up in towards his forwards. Ball breaks through there. That's well taken by breaking away his end. But a great comeback there by Dunloy backs. The ball's played back towards Liam Watson. Liam Watson looks inside. Looks to be him. Sends the ball out again too. And he sends it in and sends it over the bar. Good score there from Declan Laverty. Well worked between himself and Liam Watson, and Dunloy did well to put pressure on there, but Loughgiel weathered the storm and took the point well. Certainly enough to get their supporters shouting here. Nicky McCaig sends it up, blocked down there, but it falls through to Conor. Hard tackle there, looked to be on the back. Hard tackle on Conor McKinley. But Conor seems okay, not a man to lie down for no reason. Conor McKinley seems okay, and it will be Paul Shields to take the free, some 90 yards out, so slight one that is back here. High into the night sky and right of the upright. Certainly had the distance and almost the direction, but not the two together. Score remains 1-5 to 1-7. Loughgiel by 2 points at the moment. D.D. Quinn changes sides. Way across. Barney McCauley comes, doesn't take it. Barney not having his best game at the... Taken by Barney McCauley, sends a great ball in. Cross comes there, comes back towards... And again, muddle of players there, people trying to get the ball out. And it eventually breaks there. And it comes through, great left there. Oh, great block down by Loughgiel, by Shea Casey, I think it is, looking to see who's there. Sends the ball back to Eddie McCluskey. Eddie McCluskey takes his eye. And right away, Loughgiel's in with the tackle. Conor McKinley sends it back to Shea Casey. Shea Casey's well blocked down there by Michael McClemens. Again, Dunloy trying to get the ball out. Comes through there, that's great ball. Again, Dunloy players slow to react. Again, great tackling by Dunloy. Great tackling indeed, working the ball out. And again, unlucky to send the ball. Kevin McCaig out over the sideline. Sorry, Liam Richmond actually was back there helping out his defence. Very noticeable feature of the game is the way that Dunloy hunt and packs. Again, looked like twice there Loughgiel were through. Barney McCauley comes forward to take the sideline. Perhaps fancying his chances from this sort of range, just put it over the bar. Again, tempted to send it back to Joey Scullion, but doesn't. Lovely sideline lob down towards the thing. Watson comes, doesn't take, comes to Colin Conning. Colin Conning sends it far up underneath his Paddy Doherty. Paddy Doherty gets the ball there, misjudged by Martin Scullion, night sky. Again, Paddy Doherty sends it in. It's lobbing and it's wide, right of the upright and wide. Chance for Paddy Dock there to put one on the board. Couple of chances Dunloy have missed now. Dunloy seem to be playing just the one man up. Paddy Richmond's the inside man. Game ball falls behind. On to it comes Johnny Campbell, buying himself up. Look to be fouled there, but the referee plays the advantage. Loughgiel possession. Comes to Joey Scullion, turns round his left, sends a great ball in. That's well taken, but it's lost then, and it's Dunloy coming out with it. And then there goes Ken Malloy, picks it up, coming out with it, sends it up. Sorry, that was Polly Shivers, makes a great clearance. Underneath it comes Liam Richmond, pulls on it there, but breaks out over the sideline. So quite a bit of pressure from Loughgiel here at the moment, but Dunloy is standing up to it very well. Barney McCauley. Good sideline from Barney, finds the target, and across it comes, and Brendan McCarry sends it wide, made a great run, picked up the ball and then sent it right at the upright. So chances for both teams, and both teams spurning them. Mickey McKay, great puck out, sends it up, again number of players on the ball breaks, but it's well taken there by Martin Scullion. Again broken through, but it's Conor McKinley coming to take the ball, takes it, looks up his left, lobs a great ball up in towards his 3/4 line again. Underneath they come, breaks to Dunloy man, and it's coming through there. Well played back towards Paul Shields. Paul Shields plays it up into the corner, and it's broken down there. And again, it's Neil McCarry coming out, has done nothing wrong, hasn't put a bit wrong all night. Coming out with the ball way up around midfield, sends it to Brendan, great ball. Brendan McCarry steps inside his marker, making his way in, looking sharp, sends it out, steps inside. It's Eddie McCluskey, and again Eddie sends it back out, and again Dunloy have been pushed out. Great defensive play by Dunloy. Dunloy turned the Loughgiel attack into their own attack then. Great defensive play by Dunloy. Comes Paul Shields. Paul Shields looks up, sends it in, and would you believe, sends it right of the upright and wide. Wow, great play from Dunloy, and a great puck out there from D.D. Quinn, picks out James Campbell. James Campbell picks out his man very quickly. Looking up into it, there is Skinner, who sends it in. It's broken down there, but it breaks to Loughgiel man. But Dunloy there in numbers again. Back they come and they clear the ball again. It's up around Paddy Duck. Paddy Duck goes for it, doesn't get it. Again, out comes the Dunloy players. It was Liam Richmond, but couldn't get to it. Instead, it breaks towards Skinner Laverty. Skinner Laverty's judged to have been fouled. And Paddy Duck finds himself into the book there. It wasn't really a bad tackle, but again, maybe it's persistent fouling. I think the referee momentarily there wasn't sure where it was. Liam Watson stands over this. An opportunity to put his team 3 points up, but again we're 80 yards out. 11 minutes gone here in the second half. But doesn't manage to convert it, sends it wide, and the scores remain Loughgiel 1-7, Dunloy 1-5. Mickey McCaig favouring underneath the stand here. Breaks down, but breaks to a Dunloy man. Oh, looks up. Had Paul Shields again seemed to be fouled there, and the referee eventually gives a foul. But standing away over the side was Nigel Elliott looking, and I think that's who Paul Shields was trying to get it to, but ball was well defended by the Loughgiel players. Again, Paul Shields, but we're some 80 yards out, very similar position to where Liam Watson took his free, but it's 80 yards out. And again, Paul Shields with slight wind advantage strikes it. This time puts it to the other side and wide. So neither team really were able to avail of their frees, and one feels the line needs every opportunity they have at the moment. They need to take it. Liam Watson's on the ball, sent it far, but sends it out. First touch let him down. Lovely sideline, taken deep into the country. Onto it comes Paddy Richmond. He doesn't get it lifted. Again, the ball's breaking out. Ball breaks out. Still no player can get it on. Eventually comes to Paddy Richmond, looking to get away, and the referee says it's foul. And it's a free from closer in. And it's struck over the bar by Paddy Doherty, and 14 minutes gone. We're near the end of the third quarter. It's Loughgiel 1-7, Dunloy 1-6. Still a very tight game. Ball out underneath it. There comes Liam Watson. Seemed to have a clear strike at it. Again, no player can get full control. That's well nicked away. Dunloy sort of working on scraps here at the moment and doing very well with the scraps. Again, it's up and around, and players slightly hesitant about judging the ball coming out of the lights. Great clearance by James Campbell that time. Down it goes again. Oh, great take there by the Dunloy defender. Coming out with it is Conor McKinley. Coming out, sends it up towards Colin Cunning. Colin Cunning strikes a great ball up and around Paddy Richmond country. Paddy has a hand up, can't get it clear, and it comes to DD, who clears it out. And again, that ball breaks well there, taken by James Campbell. and the referee says play on, plays advantage, the ball this time up, and it's broken down there, and again it's Dunloy coming on to it, and again there looked to be a foul there, but the referee lets the play go, and again nobody can get the ball out. Eventually the referee decides it'll be a throw in between two men. Perfect ball played in on top of Paddy Richmond there, but just couldn't seem to get his hand to it, and the ball broke to D.D. Quinn, who made a very effective clearance to James Campbell, who in spite of him fouling sent a great ball into his corner. But it's Dunloy who are defending masterfully in there at the moment, and again coming out with it at the moment. Anyway, he'll do, kick it, strike it, and it's Nigel Elliott coming up with the ball, showing a great turn of speed there. Looks up, sends the ball in, but across there comes Paul Gillen, does well, but is lost to Paddy Duck. Paddy Duck looks inside, sends the ball across. It's Paddy Richmond in front of goals, looks up, sends it in, and sends it wide. Score remains, 16 minutes gone in the second half, 46 minutes of the 60 played. It's 1-7, plays 1-6, and Loughgiel prepared to send on Seamus Dobbin here, number 21. Great clearance down there by Paul Gillen, sends it way up, but again drops in behind the Loughgiel player, and as they've done all night, the Dunloy player across to defend it, blocked down, but linesman's correct, that'll be a sideline to Dunloy. Again, Dunloy defend, but the ball breaks towards Skinner Laverty. Skinner Laverty is fouled, and the referee gives the free in to Loughgiel. Well, Skinner Laverty certainly has been a much more effective player here in the second half. Liam Watson to take the free for Loughgiel. Looking to put some daylight between himself and between Loughgiel and Dunloy. And sends it wide. Well, that certainly is Liam Watson territory, and unexpected him to send that over, but he actually sent it wide. Seamus Dobbin replaces Shea Casey at top of the right for Loughgiel. Good puck out that time from Nicky McCaig, up underneath it. Again falls in behind Johnny Campbell at the second goal, gets it, but immediately Dunloy are in on top there. Good tackling from Dunloy. And again, try to get the ball up, do get it up. Into the play comes Paul Shields, looks up, sends it in, and sends it wide. Really, Dunloy will rue these chances because they've had a number now where they've been right in and through, and you would expect players of the calibre of Paul Shields and Paddy Richmond to be sticking those chances over the bar, and they've spurned them. Just shows the nerves and the tension that the players are feeling out here. 1-7 plays 1-6. It's a tight game. Scores are at a premium. That's well taken by Conor McKinley, breaking his way through. Looks up, sends a great ball into the forwards. Niall comes through. Again, Sean Dyson. That's well played by Paul Gillen from Loughgiel. Here's the ball up, and Nigel Elliott was all on his own there, but missed it, and this could be costly. Diagonal ball sent across towards Brent McCarry, and Brent McCarry looks up and sends it over the bar. And Nigel Elliott stands with hands and head. That really came from a mistake when he took his eye off the ball. 1-8 plays 1-6, an important score for Brent McCarry. Again, the crowd finds their voices. Underneath it breaks, comes to Conor McKinley. Conor McKinley looks up, great tackle by Colin Cunning there. Threw himself in front of the ball. Breaking through is Paul Shields, shows a turn of pace, goes past 1-2 men, and sends it wide. They had a man outside of him, and Dunloy rack up the wides. That's 4 wides that they missed that were all scoreable chances. And had Paul looked up, Nigel Elliott was on his shoulder there to the outside, and in acres of space. puck out again. Sends it way down. That's a great take this time again. And again they look to be fouled and the referee agrees. Great play by Dunloy there. That time it was Kevin McQuillan snatched the ball out of the air and was making his way forward and he was fouled. Paul Shields. 21 minutes gone. We're into the final 10 minutes and it's still hard to call who's going to win this game. Great ball in, blocked down, and through comes Liam Richmond, but again it's Paul Gillen lifts the ball and it's a free out. Dangerous block down there by D.D. Quinn when I thought he was taking it in his hand, but Loughgiel managed to get away with it. Dunloy really couldn't get the end of it, and Dunloy pushed Sean Dowds up into the forward line. Paul Gillen, man that made that important interception there. Again Dunloy came but lost it. And that's a free end to Loughgiel. Lines it up and sends it over the bar. Some daylight between Loughgiel and Dunloy now. 1-9 plays 1-6, difference of 3 points. And Liam Watson's now operating at full forward. And Kevin Malloy has gone with him into full back. And Chris Brogan is on in place of Colin Cunning. Nicky McKay. And again that's plucked out of there by Tony McCluskey. Tony McCluskey coming through. Looks up, sends across, per ball. But it's lost in the lights there by Michael McClements. And Dunloy for the first time looks slightly rattled in defence there. The ball breaks through. Out comes, that's well picked up by Eddie McCluskey. Looks inside, looks up. Great looking ball played in behind there. And the ball breaks through towards the keeper, and Nicky McCaig does really well. Sends the ball up, but meant to pick out Nigel Elliott and didn't pick him. Comes to Johnny Campbell instead. That comes across there. Again, half blocked out by Mickey McClements, but not fully. And again, Dunloy picking up for it. And again, breaks to Skinner Laverty. Skinner looks up, sends the ball high in. It's dropping in underneath there, but that's an easy take for the Dunloy backs, and they clear the ball out as far as Nigel Elliott. But Kevin Keig it was, but loses the ball. Again, comes back to him that time. Quite lucky Kevin McClellan to get it. Coming through with it. Tries to play it football style through to Dunloy. But Dunloy at this stage, some of the play looks ragged and tired, and they give away the foul there. Sean Dowds gives away the foul. Certainly looked it from here. (1-9) plays 1-6. This would be an important score for Loughgiel because this would put 2 scores in the game. Liam Watson bends, strikes, and sends it over the bar. An important score for Loughgiel. 1-10 plays 1-6. Nicky McCaig's a man in a hurry. Time's running out for his team. Ball's way up. Breaks down there. Again. Paddy Richmond's playing out further now. Looking up. Hunting in packs. Looking to pick them. Comes underneath it there. Ball falls in behind. Forms Connor McDonald. That's put out by Liam Watson. This to be taken by Kevin McKay. Good sideline from Kevin McKay. Sends it away up underneath. Again come across Martin Scullion. Looks to come out with it. But again, well tackled by Dunloy. Ball breaks towards Sean Dodge. Sean Dodge picks the ball up. Looks to send it in towards forwards. Underneath it there was Chris Brogan, but he couldn't get the ball up. And it's Loughgiel coming out with the ball. Good play there by McCuskey. Ronan McCuskey sends the ball out as far as James Campbell. James Campbell clears the ball. Liam Richmond's underneath it. Goes up, breaks down towards Paddy Dock. Paddy Dock's coming up. Plays it into Sean Dodge. Sean Dodge can't get the ball up. Again one-handed, an important lift, but doesn't get up. Comes to Seamus McCaig. Seamus McCaig looks up, sends it in and sends it over the bar. Good score from James McCaig. Playing at centre half now. Brings the score back to 3 points. Couple of minutes left to play, and whatever injury time the referee. Game poised. 3 points the difference. Paddy Richmond's playing further out the field now. Oh sorry, he's back in at full forward. Again the ball breaks. Dunloy looking to come onto the pieces. Get it. Comes to. And the referee says that's a free. And Dunloy will be looking to leave this on around the square, no doubt. Paul Shields on the ball this time. And sends it wide, and there looked to be a wild swing in there, but the referee's going to talk to the umpire. One of the Loughgiel players is down. The result of all that is Paddy Dock has seen the line. And again, great tackle from Loughgiel there. And trying to get their way through, ball played in behind, onto it goes Eddie McCuskey. Eddie McCuskey gets the ball lifted, looks in, sends a great diagonal ball across, and again breaks through here towards Paddy Shivers. Paddy Shivers can't get the ball cleared, eventually does. Comes through to James McCaig. James McCaig again, Dunloy for the first time found wanting here, trying to get the ball clear. The ball's inside and again goes wide. Sorry, it's 70. I wondered why the keeper tried to keep that in, but it's a 70, but Joey Scullion was all on his own here if the player had looked up and seen. 32 minutes on the clock. Again, we don't know what the referee's given. Strikes it over the bar, and that would seem to be paid to Dunloy, and Dunloy must really rue those chances they missed early in the second half, but Loughgiel must be given credit for the way they've battled through this game. Again, ball breaks around the middle of the field, and it's Loughgiel on the attack again, sends a dangerous ball in, but not for the first time tonight. Clemens picks it out of the air, sends the ball up, but it's wrecking through there. Crowd comes Martin Scullion. Martin Scullion sends it up, and again the ball goes inside and across there. Well taken there by Kevin McCaig, and the Dunloy half back line of him. The referee blows his whistle. Loughgiel are 2012 champions on a scoreline of 111 to 17.
teams on a fantastic game of hurling here tonight. It's been an absolute credit to both teams and both sets of mentors, as well as to their parishes and their communities. Absolutely fantastic game of hurling, and it's a credit to both teams. But as always, there's always only one winner. And I'd like to congratulate Loughgiel Shamrocks on another victory here tonight. And I'm sure Johnny would like to say a few words of sympathy to Dunloy. The whole Dunloy put up a fantastic game here tonight. It was all credit to the fantastic Loughgiel team that beat them. So I'd like to hand over the volunteer cup to the captain of Loughgiel and wish them all the best in the future, both in Ulster and beyond. Congratulations, Johnny.
Encourage you, tug and share, and all that sort of. The current volunteer, I'm glad you're son, and Shamroga Loughgiel. It's great pride I left this cup today. It's such a wonderful night. People said it Saturday night was taken away from it, pushed that thing and made it. There's something special when winning a county final. But to win it against one of our biggest rivals, and a team that have been the standard bearers for 20 years. That's what's special. First of all, I'd like to thank again our committee, our sponsors, Northern Bank and Lowerty Properties. I'd like to thank the sponsors, our supporters again, and all the people that put the halves in their pocket. We greatly appreciate it. Thanks again to Niall, Eddie, Francis, Charlene and Justin for all the unforgiving work that they do. I want to thank you to the 5 men in the management team. There's not much more else I can say to these men. You've heard it from me from before. Fellas, the biggest thank you again is to the boys in the red and white that sweat the blood, sweat and tears. It's been a long year, an unforgettable year. We're on our lucky road again, boys. Back to Dublin and back to wherever.
Okay, thanks, Molly. All the best. Thank. Okay, say.
Say cheese.
Cheese.
Oh.